Dah boleh mula dah ke? Nur Reha. Dah boleh mula dah ke?
2 minit lagi, Cik Zafran.
Okey.
Okey.
Dah boleh mula?
Okey, Zafran. Lupa. Okey, Zafran, boleh mula. On mic.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start with today's event, I would love to guide you through the agendas for this evening. We will begin with the national anthem, dua recitation, a couple of video segments, and followed by the chair speech. The academic rules and regulation briefing by Professor Dr. T.S. Dayang Nurhayati binti Abang Jawawi comes next. Please pay special attention to this important segment. Later on, we will have the Postgraduate Student Society briefing by the President. Feel free to drop any questions in the comment box as there will be a Q&A session at the end. Kindly bear with me as our event will commence shortly. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good evening to Yang Berusaha, Professor T.S. Dr. Wan Muhammad Nasir bin Wan Kadir, Chair School of Computing, Associate Chair of Academic and Students Development, Associate Professor Dr. T.S. Dayang Nurhayati binti Abang Jawawi, Associate Chair of Research and Academic Staff, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azman bin Ismail, Associate Chair of Facility, Dr. Muhammad Fuad bin Rohani, Associate Chair of Quality and Strategy, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Afida binti Isnin, and Associate Chair of Continuous and Transnational Education, Dr. Ismail Fauzi bin Ifnin. Academic advisors, academic coordinators, academic staffs, support staff, and all new students. I am Muhammad Zafran bin Muhammad Zalisha. It is my pleasure to be your host for today. On behalf of School of Computing, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the school briefing for new postgraduate student semester 1 2020-2021. First and foremost, we will begin with the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly be seated and make yourself comfortable. Allow me to call upon Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Faisal for the dua recitation.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم عليه جزا الله أن سيدنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ما هو أهله اللهم صل على محمد كما تحب وترضى له جزا الله أن سيدنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ما هو أهله اللهم صل على محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وسلم تسليما قال رب اشرح لي صدري يسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا ربنا أنزلت إلي من خير فقير سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم والله المستعان على ما تصفون يا بديع العجائب بالخير يا عزيز فإن حسبك الله هو الذي أيدك بنصره وبالمؤمنين اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا جزا الله أن سيدنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم هو أهله وصلى الله تعالى على رسول خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين تقبل الله منا ومنكم.
Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Faisal, for the dua recitation. Before we continue further on, let me share some information on UTM's COVID-19 safety. Next, I would like to share the School of Computing corporate video presentation. Thank you for watching. I sincerely hope viewers will find them insightful. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, and with all due respect, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha Professor T.S. Dr. Wan Muhammad Nasir bin Wan Kadir, Chair School of Computing, to deliver his welcoming speech. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, Muhammad Zafran. I hope that everybody can listen to me. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wa mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Dayang Nur Hayati, Associate Chair of Academic and Student Development. With me also in this room, the directors, all the program coordinators. Yang berusaha also Ashraful Shifa, the President of PGSS. Postgraduate Student Society, the School of Computing, all the associate chairs that also join us through via the WebEx, and then all of the new students that's just registered with UTM. So firstly, I would like to welcome all of the new postgraduate students to School of Computing, Faculty of Engineering, University Technology Malaysia. I would like to congratulate also all the students for being accepted in UTM, which is everybody know now is the top 1% in the world, university according to the QS ranking. And then the School of Computing also that have a very dynamic research activities and a program, and then also very popular academic programs. So congratulations and welcome to UTM. I think some of you may be first time to come to join the UTM, even though online. Before this, you physically, if there is no COVID-19 pandemic, so there is no restriction for you to travel, and then I would like to welcome you to Malaysia for the, if let's say if anybody here is for the first time come to Malaysia. So firstly, I would like to just introduce you to the structure of a School of Computing at the Faculty of Engineering. So School of Computing is one of a school, one of 6 schools under Faculty of Engineering. The Faculty of Engineering is headed by the Dean, currently Dato' Professor Rafiq. And then for the School of Computing, it's led by the chair. Currently, I am the chair of the School of Computing. And then the chair is supported by 5 associate chairs and 3 directors. So I would like to introduce you to the school administrators that we have at the School of Computing. The person, the associate chair that will be the important in the academic office is the associate chair of academic and student development, Associate Professor Dr. Dayang Nurhayati. Okay, I think you can see through the video, but the now image is maybe so small, quite small. And then next is Associate Chair of Research and Academic Staff, Associate Professor Dr. Nora Azman. We also have Associate Chair of Quality and Strategy, Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Nora Fida. And then Associate Chair for the Facility, Dr. Fuad. And then Associate Chair for Continuous and Transnational Education, Dr. Ismail. Okay, so in this school, the structure consists of 3 disciplines: computer science, applied computing, and software engineering. So all academic programs belong to one of these disciplines. So this disciplines is headed by the director. Each discipline is headed by a director. So for the computer science, the director of computer science is Professor Dr. Muhammad Shafi'i on my right here. And then next is director for applied computing, Associate Professor Dr. Roliana. You can see. I think you cannot see because the image the image is too small. And then the director of software engineering, Associate Professor Dr. Raziah Binti Muhammad. So all of the directors own the programs, and the program is managed by the program coordinators that will be introduced to you by Dr. Dayang later. Okay, so currently we have 33 staff from computer science, 27 academic staff from applied computing, and 38 staff from software engineering. Then overall, we have 98 academic staff. The composition, you can see that 10 professors, 16 associate professors, 58 senior lecturers, and 14 lecturers. And then the academic activity is supported by admin support staff, administrative support staff. We have administrative for the academic administrative support staff, and then also the admin office. So we have a total of 19 administrative staff. I think they are the frontliners that will meet you if you want to submit your registration course registration, or maybe submit your thesis letter. So they are the one who will keep remind you about the schedule of your study. Okay, so and then apart from admin staff, we also at the School of Computing supported by the technical staff, support that's maintain the lab and everything. Any technical support that you need, you can ask them. And so we have about 18 technical support staff. Okay, in terms of undergraduate program, we have 5 undergraduate programs: software engineering, Bachelor of Computer Science, software engineering, bioinformatics, graphics and multimedia software, data engineering, and computer networks security. For the postgraduate, I think you will belong to any of these programs. For the Doctor of Philosophy or PhD, we have 3 fields: computer science, software engineering, and informatic engineering. We also have a Master of Philosophy in computer science. It's Master by Research, and then Master of Data Science. I think this is the majority of you from Data Science, MSc Data Science for this batch. And then Master of Science, and then Master of Philosophy by Research, Software Engineering, and Master of Science, Cybersecurity. Okay, in terms of research group, in our school, we have 8 research groups and 2 Center of Excellence. So we have Artificial Intelligence and Bioinformatics, Information Assurance and Security, Pervasive Computing, Software Engineering, Soft Computing, Visual Vision and Visualization Research Lab, and then Applied Industrial Analytics. And the last one, Information Engineering, Behavioral Informatics. So this is 8 research groups that for those research students, you will attach to one of this research group. And then on top of our research group, we also have Center of Excellence, Media and Game Innovation Center of Excellence, MAGIX. There's the collaboration together with the IRDA, Iskandar Region Development Authority, and then UTM Big Data Center. So this, we hope that this 8 research group and 2 Center of Excellence will help you in completing your research. Okay, in terms of ranking, as mentioned before, we UTM is actually the top 1% university in the world. So currently, we are at the rank as 217 for 2020, and then we aim to go in the top 200. So just for your information, that's the School of Computing is currently attained the status of a premier digital tech university. So the status is really recognition of the quality of our academic programs, and then also the quality of our staff, our students, because students also participate in a number of programs. So through this program, actually MDAC help us. Or we work hand in hand with MDAC together with the major industries in Malaysia to develop the talent, the digital talent, and then they also support us in terms of employability, so graduate employability. We have the vast number, large number of industry partners. So this is only the number of industry that's closely, just the examples. So we have many more. So I'm sorry if I'm not put any logo of the industry here, but this one is the one that's come to our men or frequently work with us in both the research, the development of our staff, and then also the contribution, industrial training, contribution of our consultancy to them, and then also for the student development. For example, the DHL, I think many of you come from Master of Data Science. For DHL, we have attachment. Dr. Ernie is actually give a very good reputation with the 2 Master of Data Science students have attachment there, and then they really appreciate the contribution of our staff and student. So this is we really proud of this because in the Asia they said that they work on 2R, results and respect. So if our staff give a good results in data analytics in this case, and then they will pay the respect. That time they arrange a special ceremony to appreciation for our one staff, Dr. Ernie, and two master of data science student. So we are really committed to work closely with industry. Okay, and then this is just a number of example of industry collaboration that we make the MOU recently. Even though we have a COVID-19 pandemic, but it never stopped us from engaging with the industries. So the photo that you can see is actually our MOU with the ICT, Johor ICT department, and then with the Dream Edge, and then also with the military, Malaysian military, ATM. And then the student, in terms of student achievement, the one that I mentioned before is the Master of Data Science student, that we have many success stories about our students that joining a competition or involved in the industry. Last time, the TM1 also praised our student for a very convincing report with their customer during the attachment. And then we have a number of success stories. I hope that you will be one of the success stories in future. In terms of student engagement, before this we have a physical student engagement, including Ashraful Shifa, Zafran, or PGSS also get in touch with us. We have a meeting and then also discuss about the program physically, but face to face. But due to COVID-19 pandemic, we continue also the student engagement, but online. So we make several student engagement webinars, and then we also have sharing research from industries. So this is the kind of engagement that we have to do, which is due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And then this is just before COVID-19. So we have physical engagement. We hope, we pray together that the COVID-19 pandemic will be over very soon. Okay, in terms of lab facilities, I'm sorry because you cannot attend physically to the campus. But I maybe just share about the lab that we have very fast. So we have an internet networking lab. The labs, this is a networking lab that's linked to the CCNA 1, 2, 3, and then we also have industry collaboration, Cisco and Huawei, that's donated their equipments, and then we also provide. Professor Dr. Shafi'i is one of the experts in the computer networks, and then he's always trained and then engaged also with the professional certification. We have the equipment, and then we are going to strengthen our collaboration with Huawei. Now we are going to explore the IoT and then using the AI box, everything. So we are very committed to provide you with the state-of-the-art laboratory. And then we also have an active learning lab that makes your learning experience here better, more effective. And then we have a data analytics lab, which is a state-of-the-art also in industry. So the latest, we have a servers there, and then a very high-end workstation that you can join. Also several softwares. So if you want to ask anything, you can ask from can connect from remote as well. No, okay. So if you want to ask anything, we have coordinators here, the experts. So my field is software engineering and data analytics. We have people here, experts. UX lab, we have also computer security lab. So this is also, we just have a 1 million grant from MDEC. Also contribution from the company that will be established. We just won this grant. And then this is one established with Cybersecurity Malaysia. We have a cyber threat intelligence lab. So this lab is very active. They have the project. Some of their project is also confidential, cannot share. Some of the project is about the company security. And then this custom immigration department, and then there's many people that's connect to this lab. So Prof. Azaini, Dr. Anazida, and the teams. Here we have Dr. Mahiza, is from security, cyber security, the expert. You want to ask, Dr. Mahiza will answer a question. Okay, so I think it's very fast, because I think you wait for Dr. Dayang's presentation because you want to know how to register or whatever. So for the last thing is here the good is not enough. It's not enough for us. So we need to move from good to great. So good is the enemy of great. That means we don't want you to be complacent. Being here, being accepted to UTM is not the license that you are really clever. Yes, everybody is intelligent, but we need more. We need more for you to unleash your potential, and then we know that you have that talent. So I hope that you can utilize the academics and also the facilities here. So PhD is a journey. It is not the result, it's not the thesis, but it's a journey. It's a very long journey. So during COVID-19 pandemic, the most important thing now is to stay motivated, because you will meet your supervisor online, you attend online class, nobody will push you. The lecturers also cannot see you, whether your eyes is so fatigued with this class, but you have to stay motivated. Please stay motivated, and then stay focused, and focus in your research. So there is many distractions. Distractions can come from any channel. So I hope that you can stay focused in your study and then ensure the success of your study. And then finally, stay connected. This is when you drift from your supervisor, from your friend. This is, I think, it's the way not to succeed in your PhD study. If you don't want to success, and then stay disconnected, because with the supervisor, with your lecturer, you need to communicate, and then tell them. Don't shy away, and then don't keep the problem to yourself. Just share the problem with anybody that you trust in this school, so that we can rectify any problems that you face earlier. Okay, I think that's all. So the last slide is about hopes and dreams. I know that you have a spouse, you have maybe parents, sponsor that support you in this study, and then they have a hopes, and you also have a dreams to success. So with that, I pray for your success in your postgraduate study, and then with that, I end my presentation. Back to Zafran.
Thank you kindly, Professor, for your lovely speech. Now, I would like to invite the Associate Chair of Academic and Student Development, Professor Dr. T.S. Dayang Nur Hayati binti Abang Jawawi, to present the academic rules and regulation briefing. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, Zafran. Assalamualaikum, and very good evening to all. It is my great pleasure to welcome everybody to our School of Computing, and then also very warm welcome to our international student, and also to our local student, and also welcome back to our undergraduate student who rejoin us. So today I will brief a bit about School of Computing for those who are not from UTM or not from our school. And then I will briefly describe the entity who is responsible to manage postgraduate program. And then I will introduce 3 modes of academic program that we have, and what's the difference between the 3 modes. And before I close, I will discuss about what are the things that a student must know for postgraduate study, and we will continue with question and answer session. So we here really wish you were here with us today, but unfortunately we cannot do that. So just bear with us, and then just follow the flow of this semester situation. So as you are part of us, if you were our undergraduate student before, you are part of us as a postgraduate student now. And if you're new to UTM, you are part of our postgraduate student and you are part of our international students. As Professor Wan mentioned just now, School of Computing is one of the school in Faculty of Engineering. So since you cannot physically here with us, so make sure you remember our homepage, and then you can find our Facebooks for Faculty of Engineering. Okay, for School of Computing, we mainly all the information of our school are there in our homepage, and also you can have the latest update on event in our School of Computing Facebook. We have thousands and thousands of alumni from our school, and then our alumni might know us with different names. For example, for those who registered with us before 1981, they might know us as the Department of Computer Science. And for those who registered with us before 2013, between 1991 to 2013, they might know us as Faculty of Computing. So, but all of them are our alumni. So now we are called as School of Computing. I can only share with you the location. You cannot be here with us physically. For those who already here with us, so you can visit us with that location. And then we have two buildings, N28A and N28. And most of our postgraduate activity happening in block N28A. Okay, but make sure you join us online. Okay, make sure you registered using my.utm.my system. Okay, I know some of you already complete with your university registration, and some of you already did your school or courses registration. But today we also will discuss with you how to register with school courses. After you get yourself registered in our UTM system, then you can start register to courses. Then you can join class using e-learning. This is the URL for e-learning this semester. And then for those who are research student, okay, you need another system which is progress report. Okay, we call it GSMS system. I will describe with you when you need to fill in or use this system later. Okay, as Professor Wan mentioned just now, we have 5 undergraduate program, and then we have a numbers of postgraduate program. And then one of you registered to only one program at a time. So, and then each of the postgraduate program are assigned a particular code. So, most of your administration or your registration will refer yourself as a code. Like for example, for Master of Computer Science student, which is mixed mode student, that we use MCSS code, and then Master of Data Science student will use MCSD code. Okay, and then different code for different area of program. For example, software engineering will use MCSQ for master and field, but for PhD student of software engineering, they use MCSQ. So it's quite, make sure you don't miss the alphabet or replace the alphabet. It will lead to different program, yeah? How many seniors student we have currently? For undergraduate, we have 1364, and for postgraduate, we have 469 students, and majority of them are registered with our PhD program. Okay. This is our last week figure of our new registered student. I know that some of you are not complete your registration yet. I assume there is around 30 to 40 plus students for this semester who will join us this semester. And for local student or for international student, there are many international students from different part of the world. So my advice here is get to know your friends, and then PGSS is one of the platform where you can mix around and get to know your senior or your friends from other country. This is the best platform for you. Dr. Wan already mentioned about our academic staff, but from here, I would like to emphasize here is for postgraduate student, especially for research student and mixed mode student, you really need to have your supervisor, where in most of the semester, you will work closely with your supervisor, especially for PhD and field and mixed mode student. So I know that some of you plan to change your current supervisor, especially for research student, or for top course student, you plan to find a new supervisor for you to proceed with your project, might be next semester. So this is the platform where you get to know all the expert in UTM. Okay, you can use UTM Scholar to find expert, where in here you can find what example here, Dr. Anazida, for example, you list Dr. Anazida name, and then you can find who are currently Dr. Anazida student. What are the topic that they are doing currently? And then, for example, like Prof. Kamarul here, I listed here all his publication from latest publication to the eldest publication. So from this UTM Scholar, you can find the expert area of a particular members in our university and school. And then all of our staff will be assigned or will we work in research group, as Prof. Wan mentioned just now. And then all activity of our research student and postgraduate student also will be coordinated by research group. So if your supervisor belong to one of the research group, you will be grouped into that particular group. Okay, next I will move to postgraduate program administration. Okay, there are two units who manage postgraduate student. One, the major one is SPS, which is School of Postgraduate Study, and also school. School also coordinate at course level. So what is the responsibility of postgraduate SPS? They are the one who are responsible to formulate policy, to coordinate meeting regarding student result, and to manage certain like most of PGSS policy and things like that, including manage financial support and scholarship. Okay. There are many information you can find from SPS homepage, okay? But these are the things that you as a new student, I really recommend you to start with, okay? The first information you can find in SPS is new student kit, okay? In the new student kit, you can find how to register course. They're listed step by step how each new student can register with SRAT. After that, can register with courses in faculty or in school. And then they also provide video for all students how to register. So I would recommend you to go to these new student kits. The second information that you should view is academic related resources. In SPS, you can find different type of forms and guideline and handbooks related to postgraduate study. And then the handbooks, including policy and guideline, are there in detail. They have different version for different intakes of student. Okay, and then please refer to that handbooks. What I'm going to discuss later also, I also refer to that book. So I will just guide you what are the important things that you should know by now. But for detail, please refer to the academic regulation published by SPS homepage. And another important thing is scholarship. Okay, in our SPS homepage, they listed quite a number of scholarship where you can apply. Okay, beside SPS, there are other units that you need to know. I think you already know SRAT, School of Recruitment, Student Recruitment and Administration Division, where you register and where you did your application when you want admission, when you want to join us. Another important unit I think you already communicate with is bursary or bendahari, where you really need to pay first before you can join us. And then another unit is academic management division. After you get yourself registered, all the information regarding your result, regarding your transcript, regarding your award letter will be issued by academic management division. Okay. For international student, I assume by now you already communicate with UTM International, where you need to manage or arrange your visa. And for local student, okay, for local student, you also need to communicate with UTMI or UTM International if you need to go for outbound program. For example, you plan to have academic visit abroad for 2 weeks, and then you want to apply for funding. So UTMI offer funding, and they also can help you which institution in the world can give you fund for outbound. Another unit is UTMCC. After you complete your study, before you complete your study, you can visit UTMCC for career guidance. Okay, that is university unit. Then I go to school unit. Yeah. In School of Computing, we have a team of us will manage postgraduate student. Okay, in our team, we have 3 director. Professor Shafi'i is responsible for actually 3 program, which is PhD Computer Science, PhD Master of Computer Science, and Master of Information Security. Dr. Rolana is responsible for Master of Science Data Science, PhD Informatics Engineering. Okay, and Dr. Razia is responsible for both MPhil program and PhD of Software Engineering. Okay, if you have any problem regarding this program, you can directly go to specific director. We also have our coordinator and manager. Okay, Dr. Rohayanti is responsible as her responsibility is an academic manager, where she is responsible for admissions of postgraduate student. Okay, and then if you're having problem, if you cannot find your supervisor yet, you can also consult her. Okay, she can help you. She's the one who responsible to appoint supervisor for PhD student who not nominate any supervisor yet. Okay, and then we have Dr. Suhaila. Dr. Suhaila, she is responsible for student development, coordinating student development for postgraduate and undergraduate students. Yes. Coordinating, but the advisor for PGSS is Prof. Shafi'i, but she is coordinating. Okay. Beside them, there are 5 more most important coordinator that you must know, where you will closely work with them. Okay. So for PhD student, the coordinator is I forgot to change the affiliation. Professor Dr. Asri. All PhD students will be coordinated by Prof. Asri. And then we have Dr. Zalmia here. She will helping student research master student or MPhil student. Okay, we have Dr. Ernie. I forgot to put Dr. Ernie email address. It is very important. Dr. Ernie, please post your email address in comment. Sorry, Dr. Ernie. Okay. So everybody already get Dr. Ernie. For students who are enrolled with data science, I know there are 20 of you under data science. So Dr. Ernie will help you with the courses that you need to register next semester. Okay, please consult Dr. Ernie before you do your registration. And then, so you already got Dr. Ernie email address, yeah? Sorry, Dr. Ernie, I forgot the email here. And next one is Dr. Mahiza. Dr. Mahiza will coordinate Master of Information Security. Okay. There are, I think, a number of, 6 of you under Master of Information Security. Please communicate with Dr. Mahiza with email address first, and later she will share her number with you. Okay. And then for Master of Computer Science student, mixed mode, Dr. Hajar will coordinate the registration and the course offering process. Okay. Beside our coordinator, there are a team of us in academic office will help you with your registration and with your administrative paper. Okay, we have Farah, we have Miss Noreha will coordinate our academic office staff. And then for top course student and mixed mod student, okay, Nora Liza Farah will help you with the coordination, the registration process of top course student, which is in this case, Master of Computer Science student, Master of Data Science and Information Security. Nizamra will help Master of Philosophy student, and Ziana will help our PhD student registration or any issue related to courses or when is the courses and the timetable of the courses. Please refer to our academic staff. And please take note of our office hours. Okay. Okay, next I'm not going to go through the program description in detail. I just go through what are the information that you need to know, and please refer to the to SPS homepage for detailed description of what I described here. Okay. Each program with different mode will have different implementation procedure. Okay, so in this case, we have 3 different modes of postgraduate studies, which is research mode, mixed mode, and top course mode. Okay, there are 2 programs with research mode, which are PhD and MPhil. And then each of them have different minimum and maximum period. And then we have one program with mixed mode, and then we have 2 academic programs with top course. Okay, and then so I will describe each mode. So meaning that each mode will have the same implementation. First is research mode. Okay, all research mode. There is no final exam for research mode student. You need to do research. That is the main point. But there are a big defense or assessment that you need to go through. The first one is proposal defense. For PhD student, we will organize your proposal defense in semester 3. And for MPhil student, will be organized in semester 2. Okay. And for each semester, it's compulsory for research student to fill in your progress report through GSMS. And finally, your final examination will be oral examination. We call it Viva. Okay. There is no grade, specific grade for research student. Every semester you will get either MM, TM, or GG. Satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or fail. Okay. For progress report, you need to use GSMS system, as I mentioned just now. Okay. First assessment, as I mentioned, semester 3 for MPhil and semester 3 for PhD. There are different grades for first assessment. If your first assessment get rejected, there is a possibility that you will be terminated for that semester. But if you get P1, P2, P3, and P4, then you still can proceed with the research. Okay, overall standing, you will get good pass, conditional pass, and fail. Okay, and you cannot have KS, which is conditional pass 2 consecutive KS in your like for example 6 semester with us if you are a PhD student. Okay. This is important for MPhil student and PhD student. You need to pass your research methodology before you can present your first assessment or before your proposal defense. So meaning that MPhil student need to pass this UCSP 0010 before semester 2, and PhD student need to pass this course before semester 3. Okay. Just that MPhil student for software engineering, you have different code for this. Okay. Please refer to Dr. Zamia. Okay. But for UCSP 0010, it's modular. The class will be, the lecturer is Professor Naomi, and the online class will be organized from 1st till 5th November 2020. Okay, you will have your class from 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock every day from the 5th till from 1st till 5th. And then Professor Naomi will arrange assessment for you after the class. Okay. Okay. For research student, you need to register every semester. Okay. This is not relevant. I put new code here, but unfortunately we have not started with a new code. Please refer to the office for the new code, for the old code. So, but the numbers is very important. If you are a master student, let's refer to all code for PhD CS is PCSS. So for PhD student, this semester you need to register PCSS 1100, meaning that you are in year 1, semester 1. Next semester, you need to repeat the registration with PCSS 1200. And then you will do the same registration every semester, but with different code. Okay. If you're from different program, if you're from software engineering, your code will be PCSQ. Okay. So accordingly. If you're a master student, okay, if you are Master of Computer Science, you need to register for PCSS 1100 for MPhil student. And the same thing with MPhil Software Engineering, you will need to register MCSQ 1100. Okay. Normal duration, okay, for research student, before you submit your thesis for Viva, there is a requirement of publication. Okay, for PhD student, there is a requirement. Like PhD student, you need to have 1 reference journal or 2 conference proceeding. For MPhil student, you need to have 1 publication of journal or conference proceeding or book chapters. Okay, for those who PhD student wish to submit in semester 5, there are different requirements for them. Either they want to publish, sorry, I wrongly state here. It should be normal PhD or PhD by publication. Okay, I will correct this one before I share it with you. So please, might be you don't really know what I'm saying currently, but as far as you're concerned, for PhD and MPhil student, there is a minimum requirement you need to meet before you can submit your thesis. Okay, there is one term for research student is graduate on time. So if you manage to complete within your PhD within 42 months, so you are classified as graduate on time student. For MPhil, 24 months. Okay, and then this is the achievement that not so many students can graduate on time, but as I mentioned, do plan so that everybody can graduate on time, especially for PhD and MPhil students. Okay, for mixed mode program, I know there is only one mixed mode program here. I'm not going to go through very detailed. Please communicate with Dr. Hajar. Dr. Hajar will guide you in detail. The only difference, I just want to highlight the only difference top course student and MPhil student is mixed mode student is in between. When the mixed mode student need to do certain credit before they can enroll for dissertation. Okay. This is great for mixed mode student. For research student, just now we don't have any grade for them for each courses, but we do have this for mixed mode student and top course student. Okay. Okay, for mixed mode student, you need to enroll for dissertation in dissertation 2 in semester 2. You need to have your supervisor by semester 2, and then you need to complete your dissertation 3 the earliest in semester 3. Okay, and then after you complete all the course, you need to also fill in GSMS. Most our mixed mode student will start fill in GSMS in semester 3. Okay. You also have proposal defense, and then this is a grade for your proposal defense, and you also have your Viva. The difference between MPhil student and mixed mode student Viva is a mixed mode student Viva, your examiner you will not have external examiner. All your examiner are internals. But for MPhil student, there will be one of the examiner from outside UTM. Okay. The same academic standing, also the same with research student. Okay, top course student. Top course student, more credit for courses. Okay, small number of credit for project, only 12. for mixed mode student, just now we have like 24 credit for project. Okay, the same grade, and then session, 15-week session. Okay, minimum pass again, I would like to highlight, same mixed mode and top course is B-. Okay, and then you have 12 credit for projects. Okay. Okay, for mixed mode student, you can repeat grade. The same thing with top course student. Okay. I'm going to skip this. And then for graduation requirement, you need to pass all courses and submit your project hardbound. But during pandemic, you also need to submit hardbound, but you can delay the submission. Okay. And then you need to have your CGPA more than 3.0. Okay. Before I end my briefing, I would like to share things a student must know. The most important thing new student must know or senior student must know is academic calendar, because each semester will have different date for academic calendar. For this coming semester, we'll start on the 18th. Our first part of lecture will start on the 18th October, and then we will have our 1 week semester break, and then continue with our second part until 28 January. Okay, we will have 1 week for revision week, and then we will have 7 to 25th February for final exam. But there is no final exam for research student, only for mixed mode student and for top course student. Another important things that you must know is mailing list. Make sure you get your latest email address and inform our academic office. Okay, do give your active email address. Don't share with us non-active email address. And take note what we have in social media, in School of Computing social media, in Faculty of Engineering social media, because we have many sessions that we share online. And then we also have PGSS-SC Facebook, where there are many sharing happening in PGSS-SC Facebook as well. Okay. Another thing that you need to take note is important date, like for example, deadline for registration online. When is the late registration? When is the last date for late registration? When you can withdraw a particular course and things like that. Okay, please refer to our academic calendar. Plagiarism checking for all projects and for all dissertation and thesis, we will use plagiarism checking, and only document with less than 20% similarity will be accepted for submission. Okay. Scholarship, as I mentioned just now, refer to SPS homepage. These are among the list of scholarship that you can find from SPS homepage. Okay. Before I end, I really like to emphasize supervisor. How important is supervisor in your postgraduate study? It's not like your undergraduate, you will have your supervisor in like how many credit for in our UTM curriculum, only 6 credit out of 130 credit that you went through. But for master or postgraduate student, for research student, you have 100% communication with your supervisor. So be committed with your supervisor and be nice to him or her. Choose the best one that match with your criteria. Okay, because you might match with me, but the other student might not match with me. Okay, each supervisor have their own unique way of supervision, and each individual student also have your own unique features. Okay, so please communicate and discuss with your supervisor. Okay, so I would like to begin with end in mind. Visualize yourself at the end of the journey with us. Okay, good luck on your journey with us. And then do target for awards, because every convocation, we have not missed it so far. Our school will have our student manage to get certain award. For example, last convocation, we have one of our students get this Pro Chancellor Award, and one of our students get this A-Asia Award for data engineering. Okay, so please do target for the award, target for excellent. Okay, so I think that's all from me, Zafran. Back to you.
Thank you, Professor, for your presentation. Moving on, I would like to call upon Asraful Shifa, the President of Postgraduate Student Society, PGSS, for School of Computing to give briefing about our school's Postgraduate Student Society. Please welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Muhammad Zafran, our Master of Ceremony. Assalamualaikum and good evening to all. To Professor Dr. Wan Muhammad Nasir bin Wan Kadir, the Chair of School of Computing. To Associate Professor Dr. Dayang Nurhayati binti Abang Jawawi, Associate Chair of Academic and Student Development. To all professors, all associate professors, coordinator of programs, lecturer, and also the new students. So welcome to all the new students. Hope you find your journey during your master or PhD good here. So before I continue, I would like to share my slides. So everyone can find it, right? Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Asraful Shifa, the current president for Postgraduate Student Society School of Computing 2019-2020. I'll try to make it short and precise for my briefing. So what actually PGSS is, it's actually a postgraduate representative society which concern all the interests of postgraduate students in UTM. We usually organize academic activity, and I will go through what kind of activities that we organize before this. So technically, all the postgraduate students are the member of PGSS, but the committee for the PGSS was selected during the annual general meeting at the end of the semester. So here I share you with the current PGSS UTM, PGSS Society UTM. This committee consists of all the presidents of every school, every faculty in UTM. So we have here Muhammad Haris Asraf, the president of all the presidents. We also here we have the current PGSS for 2019-2020, where we have Professor Dr. Shafi'i as the advisor, and also our Master of Ceremony as the treasurer. So here is few programs that being run every year by the PGSS. We will have 9 postgraduate structured courses, postgraduate coffee session, the UTM thesis template workshop, 3-minute thesis competition. But this 3-minute thesis competition are not being organized this year due to the COVID pandemic. And we did have International Graduate Conference on Engineering, Science and Humanity, IGCHEF 2020 August. We did run it via online and successfully ran it via online. We also have graduate research and exhibition competition, but this program will be run once in 2 years. So if this year we have ID chess, we will have the graduate research and exhibition competition next year. So here also here all 4 structure courses that we managed to run before the pandemic COVID. These structure courses actually will cover every aspect in postgraduate life, such as we can see here we have a structure course that entitled How to Publish High Impact in Publication. We also have How to Overcoming the Writing Block. And we also have the seminar on Graduate on Time, where Prof. Naomi shared how the plan on how to graduate on time, GOT. Here is structure courses that being run via online due to the MCO. We have a coffee session, research in AI and big data analytics by Dr. Afrizan. We also have systematic mapping studies talk by Dr. Rohayanti, and also Python for data analysis workshop by Dr. Haslina. These 3 online structure course receive much more participants compared to face-to-face structure course. So besides that, we also have structure courses that being run with the collaboration with other PGSS. We have UTM thesis template workshop. We run with all the PGSS from Faculty of Engineering. We also have a talk with a sharing session actually with Prof. Kos. This program being organized with AHIPS JB. Here are some sneak peeks of IGCHESS 2020. We run it online. All the community being gathered in SPS for 2 days and successfully ran this program. Here are some upcoming courses. We still have 2 structure courses, Viva Defense Preparation and How to Survive PhD Proposal Defense. And also we will have annual general meeting, AGM, that been planned, that currently ongoing. We are currently waiting for nomination here. So here are the advertisement of AGM. So the timeline planned by SPS is actually the application deadline is 16 October, where we did share the link of nomination link through media social, Facebook and also WhatsApp. And today we also shared it through the email. So by 17th to 19th October, we will start e-voting, where all the candidates will be in pictures will be shared through Facebook, email, and also WhatsApp groups. And for starting 20 to 21st of October, we will start counting process, where this process will be verified by our advisor, and we will announce the result of a new committee, a new PGSS committee via email and also social media by the 22nd of October. So to ease the process, to ensure everyone receive the information, we would like to invite everyone to follow our social media, follow our Facebook page, right here, being shared here, and also do join the WhatsApp group, where we did share every important messages and also events to this group. I hope you can scan and find it through our comment, our chat box. The link also been shared, I think. With this one, this one is last one. Okay. With that I end my briefing. So thank you. Back to the friend.
Thank you, Asraful Shifa, for the brief. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the Q&A segment. So feel free to drop any question that you have in mind in the chat box for me to forward it.
Zafran, they can also on their mic and they can just ask it orally.
Yeah, they can ask on their mic if they want to. So we have a question from Muhammad Akmal, person to. So the question is, how does one obtain the physical metric card? So would Professor Dayang willing to answer this question?
Okay, for this semester, we only provide a metric number which is only provide for the time being, only metric number. Until you can come and join us in the UTM, then you can collect your metric card from UTM. Okay, for the time being. Okay.
Okay, so we have another question to Dr. Dayang from Adlina. She says that I am a graduate student from the School of Computing session 2019-2020. I still haven't got a Senate letter. May I know when will it be released?
You are our master by research. Anybody know Adlina? Adlina, you are master by research students or mixed mode student or top course student? You are master by research student. Okay. So okay. Currently you are our master by research student, right, Adlina? Okay, I assume. Okay, you are from our undergraduate student. Actually, we already presented your result in Senate. I think Prof. Wan already presented in last Senate. Usually, it takes like 2 weeks to 3 weeks for them to issue you the letter. They will email you the letter. So don't worry, because you are our student. You can start with our class actually next week. No problem with that. You will get your Senate letter soon.
Okay, we have another question from Yong Jun. This question is for students not in computing background. We need to register prerequisite course. So should we just contact our course PIC for that?
Yeah, in your offer letter, they listed the courses that you need to register. Okay, what you need to do is you just register online and then you will get yourself into the e-learning system. From the e-learning system, you will get to know who is your lecturer. And usually the lecturer will communicate with you directly once they start the class. And then another thing, Yong, you also can contact coordinator of your program.
Okay, we have another question from Adlina. May I know what's the requirement, benefit, and how to apply a fast track program to PhD?
for MPhil student, okay, you need to present your proposal in semester 2, or you can present earlier in your semester 1 at the end of it is possible, or early of semester 2. And then during your proposal defense, okay, the evaluator, please discuss this. If you have plan to convert your MPhil to PhD, please discuss it earlier with your supervisor so that your supervisor will guide you properly toward your PhD proposal. But during your MPhil proposal, you need to present your MPhil proposal, and the evaluator of your proposal need to recommend or support you for the conversion. Once they support you for the conversion, then our academic office and director will set you a new date for your PhD proposal. And then after that, you need to present your PhD. If everything go smoothly, the following semester, which is in your semester 3, you will automatically convert to PhD student. But everything needs to go through our committee members from school level to faculty level to Senate level, sub-Senate level.
Okay, I have another question. May I know, for me without computing background, can I join some undergraduate course?
Yes, you can join any courses that we offer for that particular semester. You are free to join. You need to register online and then get yourself in.
Okay, I have a question from Ahmad Azizan. He is going to a master in data science. May I know how programming classes will be conducted?
Okay, coordinator or director, please respond.
Okay. For those who are registering for Master of Data Science, basically for this semester, we don't really have a programming subject because the programming subject will be offered next semester. So for this semester, there will be only subjects which we are required to use certain tools. But those tools, I think you can download a student version for that tools, which I think shouldn't be any problem for you this semester. But no programming subjects yet this semester.
So I have a question from Walida, but he says he or she wants to talk personally. So I would like to invite him to talk.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am from Afghanistan, lecturer of computer science faculty of Balkh University. I'm glad to hear from you, your guys, madams, and ladies and gentlemen. My question goes to you also, Dr. Asri. I have submitted my online registration application, but still didn't receive a student ID or username and password that to access the portal for registration my classes. Although by the last timeline, your deadline is 16 October to finish subject registration. If you or give me an help how to access my user and a password, because I emailed several times in a different part, but I still didn't receive any feedback. Also, I have some other question. If you noted or you will ask other, you will answer me after. Because of credit, how many credits we need to for PhD program, and in every semester, do we take in which credit? How many in one semester and in all program? This is my question, and also according to UTM regulation, it is compulsory to register for research methodology subject for first semester. And beside that, it is necessary to take another subject like IT project management or other courses. If you give me the answer, I will be happy. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Walida. Walida, you are our PhD student or master student?
I
PhD
am
student, yeah?
PhD student, yeah.
You are our PhD student. Okay.
From Afghanistan.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Regarding your first question on ID, if you having problem to get ID and password, you can email UTM Digital. Dr. Sohaila is here. Dr.
I
Sohaila,
did,
can you
ma'am.
share?
I did two times.
Oh, 2 times. You cannot get it yet. Okay. Please communicate. Please email Dr. Asri, and then
I
he
did
can help.
also.
Oh,
I
you
did
already
that
did.
also last night. Yeah.
Okay, you already communicate with Dr. Asri. Dr. Asri, have you communicate with UTM Digital? Dr. Asri?
It's not yet.
Okay, so Walida, Dr. Asri will communicate further with UTM Digital. If not, our office will help Dr. Asri. Please communicate with our office, Dr. Asri, for further discussion. Walida, Dr. Asri will communicate with you on the ID. All right. The second question. Okay. The second question is credit for you to register. Okay.
Credit for one semester and for all semester, for all program PhD.
All right.
PhD program.
Okay. For PhD student, who is your supervisor, Walida?
Dr. Liliana.
Dr. Roliana. Okay, please, Dr. Roliana, respond. Okay, so I just I try to respond it on behalf of Prof. Asri. Basically, we would recommend you to register minimum for semester 1 is minimum. The best is to register 3 code, which is 1 is research methodology, 2nd is university elective course, like example IT management or many other elective course, but only choose 1, and another one is research code. Like for example, if you are our PhD computer science student, so do register with PCSS 1100. But but every semester you need to register for research code, at least 1 course research code, which is, as I mentioned just now, like PCSS 1100, 1200, 2100. Every semester you need to register for that. But before your proposal, which is your proposal will be in semester 3, right? Please complete minimum these 2 courses, which is research methodology and university elective course.
Okay.
And you can also register to any other courses if you wish, but that is additional courses.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Okay, so dear viewers, it seems that time is not on our side. So should you have any further question, please forward them to contact@fc.utm.my. And I can thank you enough to the Professor T.S. Dr. Dayang Nur Hayati for your delightful session. Ladies and gentlemen, We will continue with UTM's keunggulan terbilang. Please rise.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
Finally, it is time for me to bid you goodbye. Personally, I would like to apologize for my shortcomings during this briefing. Thank you, and I'm Muhammad Zafran. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you again soon.
Thank you, Zafran.
You're welcome.
Thank you all.